Hi, my beautiful flowers. How are you today? Happy Friday. Yes, it is Friday indeed. Even though it doesn't make much difference to me, as you know, because I'm not formally in employment. But as you know, I've been working. So it's Friday. It is about 1:30 in the afternoon. And I'm taking you for a walk today. Yes, as you know, I haven't been taking you for walks lately because I'd sometimes just like to walk, concentrate on my walk, getting some deep thinking. So yes, we're going for a lovely walk today. And I'll tell you, I've got a lovely walk. I'll tell you in a bit, sorry, actually. First, before I start, actually, sorry, I keep saying actually, but not, yes, actually. First of all, I'm testing this microphone here that I got from TMI, so cheap, about £4 something on TMI, which I believe is about $6 on TMI. I test at home, works beautifully, and I tell you why I got it, because when I'm recording, the people walking past me, I do not show their faces. I put the camera down. Sometimes I put it on pause. Sometimes I just put it down so you can see my legs moving. So there you go. So I decided to get this microphone because at least I can carry on talking to you guys. That's the first thing I want to say. The second thing, I've been told that I should introduce this channel at the first part of the video. What I'm all about and what the content is, whatever. So here I am. Here you go. So what is this channel about? I have no idea. First of all, I have no idea what this channel is all about. So I talk about random things on this channel, what's on my mind. This channel doesn't have a special content title, so to say. This channel is about helping me with my mental state on the day, especially since I've been made redundant from my job. This chapter is about to share my daily thoughts, my daily life, some laughters, some health advice that I found online, I've read, I've been following. This channel is about to tell the story of my life. For example, the one I'm telling you at the moment is about the stroke that I suffered about 5 years ago, just over 5 years ago, completed 5 years on the 27th of September. So this channel, essentially, it is just about life. And what does life include? It includes everything. Every single BS, every single good aspect, every single thing to do with cleaning, cooking, husbands, partners, friends, family, beauty products, shampoo, soaps, kitchen cleaning product, everything about life, really. I think this is what this channel is all about. But for those who be following me, I'm all over the place. One moment I'm talking about one thing, the next moment I'm talking about a different thing. I keep going off on a tangent. So I think if I'd been you, I'd say it's pretty difficult to follow me. I'm being honest. I'm totally be honest. So this is introduction of my channel, and I guarantee you won't be the same tomorrow. I'm going to try to cover the same thing in general, overall, but I won't be using the same words, same phrases as some YouTubers do. Because some YouTubers, they're so professional. I've got their own scripts there, and they read it and they memorize it. But I'm not like that. I'm not like that at all. So today, for 2 or 3 days, I've been promising you that I'm going to give you another TMI, For those who don't know what this three-letter acronym means, it means too much information. Am I going to give it to you today? Who knows? We'll see. We'll see, because I always have something to talk about. By the way, how's the microphone going? Please comment down below, and please like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Comment down below. How's this microphone going? It's a new one, and I'm testing it, as I've said previously. So yeah, am I going to give you some TMI today? I don't know. We'll see. So a runner just run past me. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. First of all, why am I taking for a walk today? As you know, I usually don't take you for a walk. Lately, actually, I do take you for walks, but lately I've been choosing not to, because I like to have my me time sometimes, and I walk. Just not think, just walk, just enjoy the weather, which is beautiful today. Look at this. Look at this beautiful weather, beautiful sun. It's actually quite warm. I don't understand why I'm wearing this jacket, because I believe it was a bit colder than it actually is. But there you go. The weather is beautiful today. It's around 16 degrees Celsius. So I've taken you for a walk. I'm taking you for my usual walk with me. I'll tell you why. The second reason. First reason, I just wanted to. This is the only time today I've got to record with you, because it's Friday. Like from about 4:30, my husband takes my time completely. It's like attention seeker guy, my husband. That's when he starts behaving like an 8-year-old, you know, when kids go, mommy, 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 mommy. That's him. And from 4:30 on Friday, that's him. That's the first reason. So this is the only time that I literally have to record to you, because once I finish recording, I'm going to go back and carry on with one of my other projects. I've got about 4 of them going on, and fingers crossed, not fingers crossed, 100%, they're all gonna work. They're all gonna be amazing. We have to manifest positive energy to us, don't we? Manifest positive energy to yourself. I'm manifesting positive energy, and sometimes, honestly, I'm manifesting positive energy to you, and to me, and to anybody. Positive manifestation. That's what we've got to think. Positive. So all these about 4 projects, they're going to work beautifully. So when I go back, I finished working one of them this morning. Do you remember when I said only give 3 tasks for you to do a day? So today, I give myself 2. The first one, which I believe is only going to take an hour, it took me from 9:30. Yes, from 9:30 to 1:30 to now. The first task, right? That I gave myself, which I thought is going to take an hour. That's why I only gave myself 2 tasks today, because I've experienced this disappointment when I give myself 10 tasks on a day, and I feel like so demotivated by the end of the day, because I only achieved 1, hardly 1, because I'd been too ambitious with myself. I've given too much. So I gave myself 2 tasks today. I finalized the first one this morning. And this afternoon, I'm going to start with the second one. And if I finish early, that's great. That means I can give myself half of the third task and then finalize it tomorrow, Sunday or Monday. We'll see how it goes. But 100%, the day is going beautifully, because I'm not giving myself too many tasks. So, yeah, so was I? Yeah, why do I have to record it now? Yes, so I'm going to go back. I'm going to finalize the second task. And then from 4:30, 4 o'clock, my husband starts to become a bit fidgety, even though lately he wants to improve his performance at his workplace. So he may not. He may just work throughout the evening. We'll see. So yeah, that's the second reason. The third reason, The third reason is, this is funny, is related to TMI that I want to talk to you about today. So the third reason is about the TMI. So there's a lady coming, so I'm going to put the camera down. Yeah, so it's about the TMI. Yeah. So the TMI. So how can I put it? So my husband told me the other day when we were discussing what I do on YouTube, etc. And I told him, the other day I talk about worms, etc. And he said, you can't say such things. You can't be recording yourself talking about such things. Him being the English in personification. You cannot speak in these things. You can't be recording yourself. You can't be recording yourself talking about these things. I said, why? Why not? They're my people. They're my friend. Why not? No, you can't. You can't. I said, well, I talk about everything. I talk about everything that goes in my head, in my life, etc. So, if I've got good info, why not share with my friends, with my family on YouTube? And then I said, by the way, this is what I'm going to tell you now. I said, next time I'm going to talk about hemorrhoids. Yes, that's the next TMI I want to talk to you about. By the way, I do not suffer from hemorrhoids. I never suffered from them. I said, I want to talk about hemorrhoids. No, you can't do this. You need to be a bit more ladylike. You have to be more stoic. I don't know. You know what I mean? Stoic. Stoic? I'm not sure. You need to be more ladylike. You can't be speaking about it. I said, why not? It's not like I suffer from hemorrhoids. I'm not going to say I suffer from hemorrhoids because, number one, I do not suffer from hemorrhoids. Even if I did, I don't care. We need to be a bit more. We need to be a bit more honest with each other, don't we? We need to be a bit more open and honest. So he said, you can't be talking about this. No way, no way. That's so embarrassing. You should be. So that's the reason I decided to come out for a walk, because if I'd been speaking indoors, right, inside the house, and the fact he's working today from home, even though he's been in the office all morning, he's hardly come down to say hello, to get himself a cup of tea or coffee. He would have heard me somewhere or other. He would have heard me, and then he would be disappointed with me. But I don't care. It's about you and I. That's right. Yeah, that's right. You and I. So, but anyway, that's how I've decided to come for a walk, because I thought I'll be more open and honest about this conversation I want to have with you guys, which is it's not a big deal. Honestly, once I tell this TMI, it's not a big deal at all. I think it's the word hemorrhoids. That's what it was messing up with his ears and his brain. You see what I mean? So, because like I said, he's the personification of an English gentleman. Well, it depends. At home in our private house, sometimes he's not. He shows this proper barbaric way of behaving, burping, farting so loud, and I look at him, he just starts. I hate when he does that, just like he hates when I decide to talk about hemorrhoids. It's really hot. I need to take this jacket off. I really do. So I'm going to put you down for a minute, a second. I'm not going to turn you off. I'm just going to take my jacket off, and I'm going to wrap it around my waist. Where should I put it? I'm going to put it here on the grass. And I'm going to move the microphone to there. And I hope that nothing has been rubbing the microphone. Nothing has been interfering the sound of my voice. There hasn't been any funny noises going through the reception. Anyway, so yeah. Oh, by the way, I talk a lot about my husband. when I record, but unfortunately I'm sad. He's the one I live with, the only person I see mostly 24/7. So everything everything I do, pretty much he's around, and obviously not when he goes to the office, but mostly together. So apologies if you've had enough of listening about my husband, and which, by the way, I'm still trying to convince him to give me an interview. Let's see. Oh, talking of which, him, the devil. So he hasn't smoked for 4 days now, and he has been struggling like anything, struggling so much because a heavy smoker, so much. Yesterday he came downstairs because he's been going to bed really early. He came downstairs, he already brushed his teeth, he's had a shower. He came downstairs wearing his robe and his pajamas, and he's walking up and down, going to the kitchen, going upstairs, walking past in the living room, and then I thought, this is what I thought to myself, I bet he wants a cigarette. I bet he wants a cigarette. And then he came to the living room. He interlaced his hands, put his hand like next to his chest. I wish I could try like that. Interlaced his hands like that, put next to his chest. This is what he did. I want to have a cigarette. I said, no, you can't. But I want to. No, you can't. And he's approaching me because the tobacco patch was next to me, next to the sofa, because I'm the keeper of the tobacco patch. Because if I say I'm not going to smoke, okay, if I'm not drinking, I don't smoke. So because I haven't been drinking, the need, even the thought, the wanting of me to want to have a cigarette doesn't even cross my mind at all. So is this working fine? Yeah, hope so. Anyway, the thought of having a cigarette does not cross my mind at all. But him is 100% an addict smoker. So I'm the keeper of the tobacco pouch. So he approached me and said, I want to have a cigarette. I said, you can't. I want to, but you can't. But I want to. He started approaching me. I said, you don't even know what a tobacco pouch is. So I think he noticed that I didn't remove the tobacco pouch next to the sofa, which is kind of in a hidden place. And he started approaching. I said, what are you doing? I said, I'm getting tobacco. I said, no, you're not. Because I said, you're not smoking. Yeah, that was a long walk until that pedestrian walked past me. So I thought it's best to put the video on pause. I said, no, you're not. And then I said, he's getting even closer to me and close to the tobacco pouch, which was in the corner. And I got up, I opened my arms like that and my legs. He said, don't fight me. I said, I'm not going to fight. You're the one who's going to fight me. I'm not fighting you. All I know, you're not getting this. He said, come on, don't be like that. I said, listen, you're going to regret it. As soon as you have this cigarette, you're going to regret it. He said to me, he said, I know. I said, you're going to regret it today and tomorrow. So please be strong. Just go away. Shush, 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 go away. You're not having it. And then he walked away, a bit of a grump, just 1 second or two. And then I pretended to pick the tobacco patch up, get close to the door, right? Because I want to hide it. So it's hidden. It's still in the living room, but it's hidden. But it's hidden in a place they won't find it because he's such a doofus that he's not sneaky. He won't try to find the tobacco patch in sneaky places. So he was returning again. Come on, I want a cigarette. I said, no, grow up, go away. Grow up and go away. You know you want it, but at the same time you don't. I know. You know that's the addiction speaking. It's the addiction. It's the part of your brain that's speaking. So the other part doesn't want it. So you need to fight that part. Oh, that's not fair. He said, I'm hungry too. But it's going to take me, if I eat, it's going to take me another half an hour for me to brush my teeth and be ready to go to bed. I said, it's going to take us another half an hour for you to have a cigarette, brush your teeth. Actually going to take you more because else is going to take the same time to brush your teeth and go to bed after you had this cigarette, right? Right, so I said to him, it's going to take you just as long for you to brush your teeth once you've smoked a cigarette. So you're complaining the fact that you're hungry, but you don't want to brush your teeth, but you're willing to have a cigarette. But yes, he's like, yeah, you're right, whatever. He went to bed with a proper grump, but I won that battle. He did not have that cigarette. So, anyway, 20 minutes on, and now we're going to talk about the TMI. The TMI. I'm sure some of you guys already left this at this time. But before you leave, if you think about leaving, please like, subscribe, comment. This comment. I love to hear from you guys. Oh, which by the way, it's not TMI moment yet. Not TMI moment. Sorry. For those who join me, gonna have to get used to it. I'm all over the place. As I've said, one moment I'm talking about one thing, next moment I jump all over the place. Sometimes I don't even talk about the subject I want to talk about initially. But hopefully let's talk about it today. Let's talk about today. Let's talk about today, honestly. So by the way, so yesterday morning I woke up. Thursday morning I woke up. I had 14 subscribers. At about 6 o'clock in the evening, 15 subscribers. I was celebrating like anything. I told my husband, I've got 15 subscribers, amazing, etc. So you know that 15 subscriber I said yesterday, it's he unsubscribe. I'm not sure whether it's you or not you unsubscribe. If it is you, thank you very much. I love you for subscribing back to my channel. If it is not you, you know I do the same. I subscribe and unsubscribe. I wasn't telling you off. It was a joke. It honestly was a joke. Honestly, I'm not just saying it was a joke. If it isn't you, if you're a new subscriber, I love you, new subscriber. I love my 15th subscriber. So I went to bed 50 subscriber. However, I couldn't sleep at all. Can you believe it? I could not sleep at all. I've not batted an eyelid at all since last night. I stayed up the whole evening, the whole night in bed. I was rolling about in bed. I could not sleep at all. And then so there's a lady with her children in a pushchair, and I'm trying to get out of frame because, as you know, I don't like to record people, especially kids, just for privacy, really, because I wouldn't like if people recording me without my authorization. So anyway, can you hear me better? I hope this is why this works, this microphone, because I can speak quieter than usual. So yeah, so I was in bed, rolling about in bed, 3 o'clock in the morning. Couldn't sleep at all. Oh my God, I couldn't sleep. I tried my best. And then I opened my phone, open YouTube, and then when I opened the first page of YouTube, it said 18 subscribers. Hang on a minute, 18 subscribers. It must be, I must be hallucinating. 100%, I must be hallucinating because it can't be. I was amazed that I have 15 subscribers before I went to bed at 6 o'clock in the afternoon, and now 18, 3 additional subscribers. Just in one go, ba, 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 ba. I was like, unbelievable, right? Unbelievable. I was so happy. That my husband, he puts his alarm clock for 5 o'clock in the morning. I was dying for him to wake up. So as soon as the alarm clock went off in the morning, he turned it off. I said, he's awake now. He wasn't awake. He's kind of turned it off and then snoozed for 5 minutes and go back to sleep. But no, I didn't even give him a chance to snooze. I said, guess how many subscribers I've got? He said 15, because I told him before he went to bed that I had 15 subscribers. I said, no, I've got 18. He's like, that is amazing, honestly. I'm so happy. And I'm not sure whether he's being sarcastic or not. I'm not sure, but honestly, he seemed to be happy. I like to believe he's being real. I'd like to believe he's not being sarcastic, right? So honestly, I love you guys. I love you. And I tell you why I love you so much, because even though I say oh, I might not. I think it was yesterday. I said, this is taking too much of my day, because an hour of recording, an hour of thinking of the title, description, everything like that, it can take a lot out of my day. So an hour video can take minimum 3 hours to upload. So I need to keep an eye on it, etc., to make sure everything goes smoothly. And me being really OCD, I like to check on it every single time. So I'm not at peace whilst the video is uploading. Everything is fine. But why would I just start talking about this? Anyway, so yeah, it takes a lot of my day. So, and then I said, right, yeah, like I said yesterday, I think it was yesterday, I'm thinking about recording about 2 or 3 times a day, because even though I'm not, I do honestly, believe me, I do these videos for myself, not for anybody else, just for myself, to help me with my mental state, so I can discharge whatever. Discharge is discharge, isn't it? Whatever thoughts I've got in my mind, to the world, to you, my beautiful flowers, because then I can concentrate on whatever I'm doing without any interruption. Right. So I've been thinking, oh, it's taking too much of my day, too many hours of my day. So I'm thinking about uploading 2 or 3 times a week. But last night at 3 o'clock in the morning, must be around 3:30, 20 past 3 in the morning, I saw 18 subscribers. It gave me such a huge, humongous motivation to carry on filling up your mind with my BS. That's all I can say. With my BS. Nothing else. Oh my God. Mice. I tell you, I'm not scared of anything. I'm not scared of spiders. I'm not scared of anything. But mice, just think about it. Mice and rats, they petrify me. Oh, just think about it. Oh my God. I can hold spiders on my hand. I can hold anything. Nothing makes my skin. Oh my God. A small mice just run past me, in front of me. And you know me. I don't think it's just me, with everybody. When you start thinking of something, I wasn't thinking about it, right? But when I put something in my mind that terrifies me, I see it. I'm sure it happens to everybody. Oh my God. Sorry, yeah, mice. That's gone now. Yes. So yeah, it really motivated me. Thank you so much, my 18 subscribers, and those 2 comments as well that I received this week. So amazing. It really it gives me some, like, it pumps me up with positive energy. Honestly, it really does. It really does pump me up so much so much positive energy that I need, and you also need. Yourself also need it. So thank you very much once again. So I've covered all the small points which turn into half an hour points, which I hope you haven't left yet. I really hope that you've not left yet, because these small points, I know you're used to it if you've been following me for a while. Let me just see where I am. This is where I am, walking around here. Can you hear the birds? You won't be able to hear so many birds at this time of the year, because we're now in autumn season and most of them have migrated. You can still hear some birds, many actually, and you can still hear some flying, but not like in the spring. Summer is mad with birds. So yes, thank you so much, guys, to the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. Let's move to TMI. Let's hope they're still here. If you're still here, this is TMI, which is related to hemorrhoids. Hemorrhoids, yes. So again, This Brazilian doctor, professor of the gut. I was watching another interview. This channel is channel that this lady on this part of this channel interviewing him, and they talk about several aspects of the gut, etc. And one of them was hemorrhoids, and he said hemorrhoids, these are things that can be easily resolved, and he said one of the main reasons, top reasons for people that cause hemorrhoids to people is the fact they're dehydrated, number one, and number two, they drink water in the wrong time of the day. Right. Point number one and number two. He also said it's not about the quantity of water they drink, it's about when you drink it. And he said drinking water in the right day, in the right time of the day, and the right quantity does amazing things to your body, and I can testify to that. He says, so one of the things, another thing that my husband want to talk to you about is, so he stops from having, oh my God, the word just went off my mind. Oh God, what's the word? I said to you, since I've had that stroke, the word just come and go off my mind. I'm not sure it's to do with aging or the stroke. I like to blame the stroke, not aging. What's it called? What's that one called? Oh my God, now that I'm going to talking with you about the TMI. When you can't poo, when it's really hard, you can't poo, and you go days and days without pooing. What's it called? Oh my God, what is it called again? Please help me, guys. Comment down below. How? Wow. How could I have forgotten that? How could I have forgotten that? Constipation. Yes. It helps those with constipation a lot. And you know, if you suffer from constipation, you're more likely, if your poos are hard, the probability of you suffering from hemorrhoids goes off the roof. Especially ladies, I'm not talking about you suffering from hemorrhoids, I'm talking about drinking the right amount of the water, the right time of the day. It would help you with constipation immensely. Obviously, some of this got to do with psychological issues that we as ladies have. And I tell you why psychological issues that us ladies have, because we were brought up, most of us at least, I believe, most of us were brought up to hide certain natural things from others. For example, pooing, weeing, farting, burping. Oh, I've come here. This is really bad because a lot of people passed here. So yeah, most of us have been, so I carry on talking, I hope you can hear me still. Most of us have been brought up not do such unladylike activities in front of others. So since we're little girls, so psychologically we are messed up in terms of having poos, wees, etc. So much so, if you think about it, what do we do in front of our husbands? The maximum I've ever done in front of my husband is have a wee. Never pooed in front of him, never once. Even at the beginning when I started going out with him, I didn't even wee in front of him. And we've been together for how long now? 25 years. And to this date, I still haven't pooed in front of him. One day he tried to walk on me when I was having a poo. I locked the door. I forgot to lock the door. He just walked in and said, "Yeah, whatever. What are you doing?" It's not like what does he say? It's not like you're the only human who doesn't do this. So leave it. So he's joking, but he really respects this aspect of me. So constipation is a big problem for us ladies because we keep it in for so long in public places, in our friends' houses, those people not so close to houses. So essentially we program ourselves to have a poo only in our own homes, not just that. I'm not talking about every lady. I'm talking about generally, all the ladies, every single woman, not every single, most women are like this. I'm not talking about every single one of them. I'm just generalizing at this moment. So so it's very good for you to listen to this part as well. So what does it say about drinking water? And it works, honestly, because this thing about constipation, this for the ladies and everybody here who suffer from hemorrhoids, even me in my own home, even when I used to live by myself, right? I could go 2-3 days without using the loo, without what's it called? It's the fact I can't even say the scientific word. I used to go 2-3 days without using the loo. You see what I mean? I'm going to put the camera down. Some people walk past me again. I don't want to stop talking. I also don't want to stop recording them. So I hope that you can hear me still. If you don't, apologies. I won't be going back to check whether the sound is there or not. So please comment below so I can pick up in the comments whether you can hear me or not. So yeah, I used to go 2-3 days, sometimes even 5 days without using the loo. One day I went to my friend's, my Hungarian friend. I went to Hungary with her on holiday. We stayed with her parents. I stayed a whole week without using the loo until my belly was getting big and big. And I was really a bit uncomfortable. And I opened up to my friend. And my friend, she went and told her mum. She told her mum. And her mum, honestly, what is wrong with some people? With some people, I'm talking about me. I was in a country. I didn't speak the language. I didn't know anybody. In some stranger's home, right?
Right to find out where he is.
If I died, they could have just hid in my body and nobody would have known. So I'll tell you why I'm saying this. I'll tell you why I'm saying what's wrong with some people. She gave me this tablet. It's the smallest tablet ever. And for the ladies who know about contraception, even the gentlemen know about contraception, you know those contraception pills, the really, really, really tiny ones. I'm sure this one was even smaller than a contraception pill. It was even smaller than that. I took it just before I went to bed. So, right, are you only going to have to say this before you go to bed? Honestly, before I go to bed. Isn't that to be suspicious? What if that was some poison pill? Who knows? Take this just before you go to bed, and then you're going to be sorted by the time you wake up. And I took it. Went to bed, fell asleep. It must have been about a couple of hours later, right? Please let me know if you can hear me. Must have been about a couple of hours later, right? And then I started feeling really uncomfortable. My belly rumbling around and this sharp pain. And I thought, oh fudge, I think I'm going to die. Why did I take this pill in this country that I don't know anybody, in some stranger's home? I don't really know them. There's all sorts of crossing my mind, right? And then the pain was getting worse. I could just crawl out of bed to sit on the loo. And then, by the way, this story I'm telling you just crossed my mind to tell. This was not planned at all. As I said to you, I tell you whatever comes to my mind. So this story I'm telling you right now, it was not part of the plan of this content. So this came to my mind, so I'm telling you. So I just managed to crawl out of bed, sat on the loo, and oh my God, explosion. I'm sorry. I know this is unladylike, but you are my people, you're my friends, you're my family, you know, my YouTube family at least. I don't have any other YouTube family, so you are the ones. So big, huge explosion. Like, pa, 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 boom, boom. Oh my God. Thank God there's nobody walking past me. That's why I'm on with this anyway. It was noisy. It was explosive. Oh, and the pain kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Honestly, I don't know how long I was sat there. I don't know how long I was sat there. But I tell you, every single bit of it came out. Every single bit of it came out. And then, once everything was out, by the way, when I sat in the loo, I was crying. I was going, oh my God, I'm dying. Obviously, I wasn't speaking loud. I was speaking inside my head. I said, oh my God, I'm dying. What have I done? Why have I taken this pill? Why did I accept to take this pill? I'm dying. I'm dying. So I was crying. I was screaming inside my brain, my heart everywhere, because of the pain, because of the regret, because of many things. The ultimate thing was I should have not taken that pill, right? But then at the end, honestly, my belly, when I got up, when I got up from the loo, the pain had completely gone, like not even one trace of it. All of a sudden, you know, when you have a nightmare and you wake up from that nightmare, one moment that nightmare seems 100% real, and next moment like, oh my God, what's happened? It's like it's some kind of, oh, what just happened to me? That's exactly what happened. So it's like, oh my God, is that real? Is that what just happened to me real? Was that pain real? Because the pain just disappeared like it never happened. Was that real? Was I in pain? Did all of this happen? And I don't know how long I sat there, but I think I sat there for a while. I don't know how while. It could have been 5 minutes. So those 5 minutes could appear to be an eternity. It could be 10 minutes, 20 minutes, I don't know. But everything just vanished. Like I woke up from this huge nightmare. And then I washed myself, etc. Made sure I checked every single bit of the loo, the bathroom, because that reaction was so humongous, explosive. You won't believe, you know. Honestly, it's like there's huge fireworks. You go pa 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 pa. Exactly like that. I'm not even joking. You think I might be joking? I'm not even joking. And I'm not so embarrassed to talk about it now because that was like so many years ago. So many years ago. So yeah, we're going to a bit of a busy part of the walk now. We're approaching a main road that we're gonna cross. Is a main road, yeah. So main that car allowed to do 40 miles an hour. Yeah, so 40 miles I think is about 60 kilometers an hour. I think so. I'm not sure. Check it please, and please confirm on the comments down below. So yeah, so when I got up from the loo, my belly was flat. You know, like flat like an ironing board. It was exactly that, flat like an ironing board. So flat. They won't believe, honestly. It was like I lost 10 pounds in like a fraction of a second. I feel so good. I went to bed. Oh, like I said, I checked everything. I checked everything to make sure I didn't leave any mess behind because I'm that kind of a guest. If you ever want to invite me over to your house, please don't be scared because I'm one of those that like to leave things better than I found. Honestly, I am really like that. I think I'm gonna put it on pause because I'm gonna do it because I'm just gonna stop talking for a second because I'm even having to shout now. On that side, the red light is on. That's why I can't see so many cars. Oh, there you go now. It started. So yeah, you can invite me, no problems, to your house. As I said, I'm of those guests that leaves the house, what I use, a lot better than I found. So yeah, I've checked everything in the loo, made sure there's nothing, no traces left behind of the big fight. Honestly, it's like I had a battle. It's like I was having a battle in that loo. So funny looking back. So yeah, the next day, even they didn't know. Well, did they know that I used to loo? I'm sure they did. But anyway, but they're being serious. They're being serious. They looked at me, Salvia, said, "Oh my God, your belly is looking really flat." Incredible. Honestly, my belly is like it was like I'm gonna stop talking because it's I'm having to shout, and I'm sure you can't really hear me well still, even if I shout. So I'm gonna stop talking for a bit. Sorry. Yeah, so my belly, more cars coming. Oh, we're going to the quiet zone now. So my belly went from looking like I was about 6 months pregnant to being flat, absolutely flat, like an ironing board. So they goes, "Oh my God, your belly is looking so flat. Did it happen last night?" I thought, obviously, I was so young then. I was so young. I think I must have been around 25, 26 years old. And the embarrassment on my face, I said, "Yes, it did happen. It did happen." So anyway, that's the other TMI, which I didn't mean to talk about with you today, but I did. So there you go. Going back to this professor, so, and the constipation. So what he says is there's an exact amount of water they should have, and it should be in the morning when you're fasting. That's the first thing you do when you wake up. Don't have cold water. Don't have water out of the fridge because it's gonna shock your belly. Don't do that. It should be room temperature water because you don't want the cold water to shock your belly. Water immediately out of the fridge. So even if you have to get it out the night before, that's great. Or if you're in a country where you can drink water directly after the tap, that's great because you open the tap, fill it up, drink. That's what I do. because in UK, drinking water out of the tap is 150% safe, 1000% safe to drink water out of the tap. So yeah, it says drink water when you're fasting, and this is the amount, the quantity of water, the measurement, 644 mils. No, obviously you can have more, could be 650 if you want, or 640, but around that measurement, but should be around 644 mils. Obviously he's being a scientific in his measurement, but he also said it doesn't have to be exactly 644, it could be 650 mils. So 650 mils is just above half a liter of water. Half a liter of water is 500 mils. You add another 144 mils, 150 mils. You can even add 160 mils. That's fine, no problem. So what that does, you should have this water when you're fasting, and then you should not drink anything or eat anything for the next half an hour. Please don't. This is important. Don't drink or eat anything for half an hour, because that will allow your body to process the water, to hydrate itself, to hydrate the feces that you've got in your gut, you know, to cleanse itself, to do many things, so many things, you know, that's really important to our health, but we don't think about it. And this is all relates to drinking the water first thing in the morning. And he said, when you drink this first thing in the morning, this water first thing in the morning, it gets rid of, so it has this collateral effect that of many benefits. Number one, obviously the first effect it has is the fact it hydrates your body, your skin, your body, you know, because you haven't been drinking all evening, all night, so you need to hydrate your body with that water you've lost all night, even though, especially for those who sweat in the evenings, even for those who don't, we still lose water through our breathing. And because, you know, if you breathe in front of a glass, there's a bit of that steam on the glass, that's water. So as you're breathing, you're losing water, whatever, we're losing water every day, 24/7. So you need to restore that water that you lost during the night in your sleep. So you drink that water, right? So effect number one, hydrates your body, your skin, everything like that. Replace the water you've lost all evening. Number two, it goes to your gut. Once it hydrates your body, cleanses your body, your cells, whatever, it goes to your gut, hydrates the poo in your gut, which the consequence of that is reduces the probability of you suffering from hemorrhoids, right? Because your poo is soft, so it comes out so easily, and also reduce the probability of you having constipation, because your poo is soft, it comes out as soft as anything, which I remember I was about to tell you something before, and I just digressed like I always do, but I'm going to talk to you about it now soon. And also has so many beautiful effects that we don't think about. There's so many other benefits that I'm sure if you read of drinking water, but he said specifically to do hemorrhoids, constipation, and having a regular going to the toilet habit, routine, is drinking the water first thing when you wake up, and then don't do anything for half an hour. Don't drink coffee, don't drink anything. So what I do, I have that big cup of water that looks like a Stanley, but it's not Stanley, 750 mils. I fill it up and I take it to bed with me. Many times I actually wake up in the middle of the night, just sip a bit, but it's always in the morning. So what I do, first thing, I get my feet out of bed, I'm sitting up, and I drink all of that water. Sometimes above 650, 640 because I like to drink all that is there. Sometimes I don't, but I drink most of it. I try to more or less work out about 650 because I've been drinking some during the night, so it works out about 650 anyway. So I do, that's first thing I do. And then I get up, brush my teeth, have a shower, get dressed, put my makeup on. By the time I've done all these things, more than half an hour has gone past, so no problem. You see what I mean? So what I mean is when I go downstairs, I can make my coffee and have it with no problems at all. At all. And then what I was going to tell you about this as lady suffering from constipation. The fact, I don't think I told you this. The fact that even in my own house, when I was living on my own, I used to go days, weeks without pooing at all. And I carried on this until to this year, honestly. Okay, I wouldn't go days, but I could just poo once a day or every other day. Actually, every other day, sometimes every 2 days. But since I started this habit of me drinking water in the morning, first thing, regularly, I poo. Regularly. For example, first poo of the day, straight after I have the coffee. Immediately straight after I have the coffee. First poo. Right? When I'm in that time of the month, I have several poos a day. Several. But normal day of the month, first thing in the morning. And sometimes in the evening. But my first and only poo is in the morning. Do you see what I mean? It makes sense, does it not? But sometimes I have more than one. Like I said, not normally. Sometimes I have more than one, even if I'm not at that time of the month. So it works for me. I don't worry about. And the thing is about us ladies, right? If we don't poo for 1-2 days, it works it does something to our mind as well. We worry. The more we worry, the less likely we are to use the loo. That's right, yeah. And I believe that's all, every aspect of our life, ladies, gentlemen as well. When we worry about something, it's like the more likely that thing is to happen if it's a negative thing. And the less likely that thing is to happen if it's a positive thing. So honestly, since I started having that water in the morning, about 650 mils, no issues at all. And I don't worry about it anymore going to the loo. I don't worry about it at all anymore. So this is the TMI of today. It wasn't a big deal, was it? Please tell me it was not a big deal. It wasn't. My husband, oh, you shouldn't be talking about this unladylike, you should be a bit more. Come on. We need to communicate. We need to share our knowledge. And please, have a go at drinking water in the morning. Don't just drink one small cup. That won't do anything. That's a small portion of all the sweat you lost, of all the air, all the water you lost from breathing. It's just a small, extremely small portion. Is that my husband? Is that the car? It looks like it. Honestly, looks like it. Seems to be parked. I don't know. I'm not even in our street. Never mind. If it is him, I'll know. So, please try. Have a go. If you do this already, let me know. If you can see the benefits of it. If you don't, just let me know. Let's start this healthy journey. Shall we do that? Let's start with water. No, again, I hope you've already started with your walks. Just go for a walk 1 hour. Not 1 hour, sorry, I'm talking about an hour for pros, right? Just 5 minutes. Step your foot out the door. If you can't do it, go back. Try again the following day. It will help you so much mentally and physically. So much. I tell you, especially if you're trying to lose weight. 1 hour walk. If you listen to me, don't listen to music, listen to me. Turn YouTube on, listen to me. It's gonna cause such a big impact in your weight. But please remember, if you're a bit above your desirable weight, I'm not saying just because you're over your desirable weight, because we all have different desirable weights. If you're above your desirable weight, right, our body is less likely to let go of that weight, of those calories that you've lost when you walked, when you've done some exercise. So what you've got to do is, you have to bear in mind, you don't eat more than you usually do, because when you go for walks, when you exercise, your body dispenses that energy and therefore would want to replace it immediately, so you're not doing anything. And sometimes want to replace more than you actually usually consume. So you need to bear this in mind. So walk is good for your health, for physical state, for mental state, for hormonal state. Everything is so good because it helps you think, it moves your body, it does so many good things, like just like swimming. But I'm not into swimming. I'm really not into. I know how to swim, and I know how to swim really well. But I just swimming, go to have to that swimming pool where people wee, and they also had chloride, that bleach. No, I don't like it. Sometimes actually when I go to gym, sometimes I get in a swimming pool just to exercise. My legs is horse coming this way, and they like to attack me. No, I know what's wrong with horses. The other day, I was walking with my husband. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with the horses. I'm not sure if they love me or not. They want to attack. So the other day, I was walking with my husband, and there's a bunch of horses, and I know how horses don't like me. And this one, we didn't notice. This one just went and nudged me with his nose, like me. And I turned around. I said, "Well, what's going on?" And then he went to my husband, like, "Get out of the way. She's mine." Honestly, it's that attitude. She's mine. Get out of the way. And then nudged me again. I said, "Oh my God, my husband has to shush him away." Horses, I don't know. I don't know whether it's because I'm a good person, I'm a bad person, but horses got something for me. So I thank God I could see him from the camera. There he is. They're lovely, aren't they? Let's go back. Hello. Oh, it's full of flies. Oh my God. Full of flies. Look at that. So cute. Sorry, I didn't show you me recording. Oh, he's eating. Is he a male or female? I'm not sure. I'm not even going to try to look. I'm trying to look. Even though I said I'm not going to try to look, I'm trying to look. And I think that it is a female horse. What's it called, a female horse again? It's not a hen. It's a hen. I'm not sure what it's called. I think it's a female. It's 100% a female. Yeah, the other one that didn't try, nudge me twice and then face my husband. It was a male, and then my husband opened his arms and he went off. It's so scary because I don't know what's wrong with horses and me. I don't know. So yeah, let's go through this health journey where we're going to start with our walks, water, food. I'm doing well. Can you hear that? Why do some people have to be such as? I'm not even gonna say the name. It's like, who they trying to impress with those big exhaust pipes, whatever. So yeah, I've still not had a drink. It's Friday today. Last drink I had was last Saturday, and the one before was the Sunday before. So I'm doing really well. No, I haven't smoked at all as well. So I'm doing really well. My walks, I'm continuing my walks, drinking water. And yeah, now I need to focus on my diet again, because my diet, I do eat vegetables, but not as much as I used to. I haven't been really been drinking my smoothies in the morning, green smoothies. No, I don't really add fruit or anything like that, because consuming too much fruit is bad for the kidneys and the liver. So honestly, it really is. People say, I like to eat 5 fruits a day. No, don't. It's not good for you. Eating too much fruit because of the sugar, because so many things. So I like to minimize the amount of food I eat. I consume the amount of vitamins and minerals from the vegetables, and I haven't been great. So usually I replace that. Sometimes not as a replacement, just as a, if I want to top up the day with vegetables, I've got this powder which has got so many whatever vitamins. I'm not sure whether it works or not, but it makes me feel better. And I haven't even been having that. I haven't been having that even. So I need to improve my health in terms of my diet. I do. So walking I'm doing, the non-smoking I'm doing, the non-drinking I'm doing. So obviously non-drink. Obviously, I'm always going to drink a bit. That's what my objective is, not to stop drinking altogether, because I'm a grown up, and sometimes we have alcohol, just for socializing, for fun, for chat. Life is so boring these days. You're not young anymore. We can't do club anymore. So many things that we can't do. What can you do that's exciting in this life? Traveling, meeting with friends. But alcohol adds some excitement to it, does it not? Especially in the evening. Your husband really does help. So anyway, so I'm doing quite a lot of things to improve my health, especially I suffered the stroke 5 years ago. Honestly, 5 years ago, I was 100%, a lot healthier than I am now. 5 years ago, I was a 5 years prior, 5 years before I had the stroke, I was such a health freak. Honestly, I had some six packs. I did, and my diet was insane. My diet was insane. And then my diet went downhill since I suffered the stroke. So, and sometimes I improve it. Sometimes I get really focused on it. Other times I don't. And I'm going to be honest why sometimes I feel that I don't care about it, because I think to myself at the moment, when I was extremely healthy, no fault to my daily life, I literally nearly died. One neurologist in Portugal told me, I don't understand why you're still alive and walking. I tell you what, if I'd been a bit closer to your nucleus, because so close to the nucleus of my brain, you wouldn't be here. He said, first of all, I don't even understand how you're walking and talking, because you shouldn't be doing that, let alone being alive. So, uh, so yeah, since then, my dad, the way I look after myself hasn't been great, because that's what I thought, what's the point? That's why that was goes to my mind, what's the point? And I've got a friend that told me, Salvia, if you hadn't been so cautious about your health and your lifestyle, perhaps you wouldn't be here. I said, who knows? You can't say that. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe I would have been better, if I hadn't been such a maniac about my health. But anyway, I'm gonna go now to a busy road now, and yeah, look after yourself. Look after yourself. I hope you have a great weekend. If you approach the weekend, by the time you see this, if not, just have a good day. Amazing. I think you're going to see this on Monday. If you see this on Monday, please have a lovely week. Think positive mental attitude. Manifest positive energy to yourself. I'm positive. I manifest so much positive energy to myself. And the comments and the fact you subscribing is popping up the positive energy, the positive outcome that I'm currently having in my life. So yeah, I hope you do that with yourself. As I said initially, go for a walk, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and you see that walk is going to increase. Put your headphones, listen to music, listen to a podcast, listen to me, listen to anything, or don't listen to anything at all. Just go free. Just enjoy the noise around you. It's going to do so much good to you, so much good. And whatever you're going through right now, it's only going to get better. Only going to get better. Please, like I said before, Everything's gonna end. It's gonna end, whether good or bad. Everything's gonna end. It's gonna end. So if you're going through a bad period right now, that period is gonna end soon. It's gonna end soon. So I'm gonna turn the camera because I don't know to throw kisses and people are looking at me. So, mwah, have a great day, evening, morning, afternoon, dinner, lunch, tea, breakfast, whatever you're doing. Just have a fantastic day. Be positive. I'm trying to be really more cheerful and positive myself as well. So please do that for your own sake and for my own sake as well. Okay? Bye.